Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Likely to kick it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but you did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game. In this rivalry, it's always played in Jacksonville, but speed, bragging rights, this game always matters to the fans.
Looking to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the year.
He is smashing people. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. fair catch, called for and made. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Running to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quick strike complete.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up for it.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Off play action. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on on the carry. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
That penalty helps some, but it's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll keep it himself. Makes his man miss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down after the short completion. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now on third and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
It was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon when the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to throw. Coming after it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Hines is tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got a first and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Last time these two met, the big dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Richt getting the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game this season to go. And defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? And the Dogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Great job by pass defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for their quarterback to throw into and getting pressure on the QB, making them pay every time they drop the quarterback back to throw.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They are up by 4 over Louisiana. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators headed quickly to the line. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But, man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recency...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's looking for a man on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Dogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got room at the 35. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. And the quarterback is snowed under. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gator.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Handoff to the single running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Great call by the offensive coordinator. He saw an opportunity to take a shot, to dial up one of these types of plays, and beautiful execution by the QB and receiver, and now they're set up in the red zone.
Takes a hit as he fires. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. And this offense has one.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. Handoff to the single back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Gators will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They're setting up the screen, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right?
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll ride the hot hand.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Gators want to move quickly. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
The Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly that they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Pulls it, fired, complete.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 18 over Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Return runs out of bounds.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give on the inside. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Can't get him to the ground. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He's going to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
For the offense.
Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll do it himself. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the ground with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give to the back. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. On the move at the 30. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. He's back to throw on second down. Makes his connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On second down, just keeps firing. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Georgia sends out the punt team. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Push down for the tackle. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? They come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give as they work on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the ball is picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, Dave.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circling for a reason. It's a rival. It's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.